Welcome, fellow watchers, to Off the Cuff. In this series, I will provide a short overview of a movie or show. After a quick synopsis of that installment, I will cover details or moments that I find particularly interesting. I will not give spoilers to future episodes or installments in this series. I will only reference events taking place before the episode or the movie that I discuss. Welcome back, fellow watchers. Here we are again with Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 1, Episode 9, The Puppet Show. Giles is forced to proctor auditions for the Sunnydale talent show. Oh, there's Cordelia. Hey!
I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows.
Ooh, sing it, girl. Lots of students gather to show their lack of talent, and there are some lame sketch comedy bits. Some guy can't do magic for crap.
Comes. Oh. Has anybody seen a rabbit?
Spin this back around.
Oh my god! The card! The card! Oh.
Something's gone wrong.
There's a new principal in town, and it's Quark. You can tell by the ears. Mr. Snyder is gonna run a tight ship, and he mentions that he hates kids. He's certainly got his eyes on the Scooby Gang, though.
You need to integrate into this school, people. I think I just found 3 eager new participants for the talent show.
He don't trust them rapscallions. Morgan shows up with a ventriloquist doll. Oh, good. And Buffy mentions her fear of puppets.
I think dummies are cute. You don't?
They give me the wig ever since I was little.
Oh, and Xander mentions his fear of mimes.
Down! Mine!
Morgan sucks at first, but then he starts killing it, literally and figuratively, apparently.
As a matter of fact, it is. It's also a wood nose and a wood mouth. I didn't sleep at all last night.
All right. Time out. Let's stop this before someone gets hurt.
This dummy's talents aren't too shabby, but they're nothing compared to Frankie.
It ain't easy being white. It ain't easy being brown. All this pressure to be bright. Hey, where'd the guy go?
This is gonna be a haunted doll episode. Cool, I guess. Buffy's fear of puppets may be justified because students start dying. One of the girls who auditioned died, and her heart was cut out. Wait, maybe she was murdered, and then her heart was cut out. That might have been the case. Who knows the order? Either way, Cordelia is really sad about it.
Emma was like my best friend.
Emily.
All I can think is, it could have been me.
We can dream.
While trying to find the culprit, Buffy talks to Morgan, and he says it's the puppet, Sid, that is the problem.
It's him. He's...
While breaking into Morgan's locker to steal the dummy to check if it is haunted, Mr. Snyder catches Buffy in the act, and he's insisting that she is
Trouble.
He says something like, but not exactly, "No Summers has ever amounted to anything in the history of Sunnydale High." And then Buffy didn't reply with,
Yeah, well, history is gonna change.
While at home, Buffy's mom shows concern for her, noticing that something isn't quite right, but she can't really pinpoint it. I appreciate that she's trying to connect with her daughter, but also allowing her the space and time for her to tell her mother what is going on her own terms. There's a bump in Buffy's night, and Buffy starts screaming. Mother walks in, and Buffy's like, "There's a monster under my bed." That's hilarious. A 4-year-old might say that after watching Little Monsters.
It was a real monster.
There's nothing under your bed, and why don't you just go to sleep, okay?
Boo.
Or a 14-year-old, but let's not talk about that. Cordelia starts hounding Giles with inanity, and he says,
Oh, I'm sorry. Your hair,
There's something wrong with my hair? Oh my god.
Xander was right. It worked like a charm.
That's actually pretty funny. Morgan is getting more unhinged and looking sicker by the day. The gang thinks it's possible that the dummy, Sid, not Morgan, is feeding off of him to gain power. In class, Sid turns his head around and stares at Buffy. Sid starts talking smack right in the classroom, and the teacher thinks it's Morgan throwing his voice.
Morgan has other things on his mind.
Give me your puppet.
The teacher puts Sid in a cabinet. When Morgan comes back to retrieve Sid, he's gone. Morgan is losing his mind. It turns out that Xander stole Sid. He mocks it and tries to convince Buffy that he's just a puppet. To prove his point, he starts smashing Sid's head on the table. I've heard of knock on wood, but this is just ridiculous. Willow and Giles eventually find out that the demon has to harvest organs to transform itself into human form. The cheerleader had her heart removed, but other organs are needed to complete the transformation. Soon after, Buffy finds Morgan. He has now totally lost his mind, literally. His brain was stolen.
Demon's got himself a brain.
Buffy is attacked by the ventriloquist dummy.
You lost, and now you'll never be human.
Yeah, well, neither will you.
What?
Turns out that Sid is a demon hunter. He's killed 6 of 7 demons over several decades, and the last one is somewhere at the school. Once he kills this last demon, he can finally be released from his curse, which would also mean that he has to die. He assumed it was Buffy because she's super strong and maybe a little too sexy to not be a demon.
Look at you. You're strong, athletic, limber, nubile. I'm back.
They work as a team to find the real demon, which is now looking for the smartest person to take that brain for themselves. Morgan's brain was a dud and not usable. Turns out he had brain cancer, which is why he was getting sicker and sicker. At first I think it's going for Willow, but no. Giles. Just before the talent show begins, Giles ends up showing how gullible and stupid he is and that his brain probably isn't worth it because he gets convinced to put his head inside a guillotine. The magic trick student is the demon. The gang saves Giles as Buffy beheads the demon. Then, Sid stabs the demon heart and he is released. And the curtains open. And the gang makes up the crazy display by performing Oedipus Rex.
Madness and stabbing pain and memory of ill deeds I have done.
Poor Willow gets massive stage fright. The end. Well, fellow watchers, I was initially upset with this episode because I tired quickly of most haunted dolls years ago. Rarely is there ever the quality of Chucky, and I'd rather not go into deep dive rants about Mithrigan, or Annabelle, or Dead Silence, or Magic from 1978, or any of the other crap haunted doll movies and shows of the past. Even in 2026, there's a new doll movie and it's abhorrent. It's called Dummy. How appropriate.
Revenge.
There you go. You've seen the movie. Thank me later. Well, actually, the Living Doll episode from The Twilight Zone is actually pretty good, and that's from 1963, so they get OG street cred on that one. But the twist ending, being that the doll is haunted by a demon hunter with a foul mouth and raging libido, made this episode a lot of fun, actually. I guess you could say this episode subverts your expectations. But you know what? That's not always a bad thing when done in service to the story being told and keeping the characters consistent. I'm saying that this isn't Rian Johnson behind the creative process for this installment, and let's all be thankful for that.
Go away.
The only thing I found truly mysterious is that Giles is supposed to be really intelligent, but the way he gets stuck and almost loses his head is absolutely outrageous. Other than that, this is a serviceable and fun episode. And you know what? Sometimes that's all that's needed.